Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it.
Hey guys, so the video about to see, I did mention a few clips, which is in the vlog that is coming after this video. Because the video was so long, I choose to just post the video by itself and not in the vlog. Because I have so much content for the vlog, it would be too much of a long vlog. So just enjoy the video, and if there's any opinions or comments or whatever, feel free to leave it a comment at the bottom. And enjoy the New Year's, guys, and I'll see you guys in the vlog. All right, now, peace.
Welcome back, guys. So I'm home now, and I actually wanted to tell you guys a story earlier, but I did tell the story in a video, but I kind of scratched that video because it was very noisy in the road, and where we stand and did that video, one of the neighbors, we were standing in front of one house, and obliquely across from where we were, someone came out with the mower, and they were mowing the grass, whatever. So it was pretty noisy. So I just decided to, when I get back, which I am, I would tell that story. Yeah. So the story I'm about to tell is a very interesting story. Well, it's interesting to me. I hope you guys find it interesting as well. So I've come to this country 6 times now. First time I came was April 2022. And now we're in 2025, which I came 24, leading to 25, but I've been here 6 times. And over the 2 years I've been here, we stayed in multiple Airbnbs. I would say about 15 Airbnbs, 15 to 20 Airbnbs. Because like when we go to Cape Town, if we go to Cape Town like for 2 weeks, and during that 2 weeks, we would stay in about 3 Airbnbs, like 4 days, 5 days, 4 days. So we could get a feel of every area, different areas. So, but I'm saying all that to lead up to the story which I'm about to tell you guys. Yeah, so while staying in these Airbnbs, most of these Airbnbs are owned by white people, Caucasian people. I ain't racist, and I can't be racist. I'm black anyway, because we didn't, enslave people and whatever. So if I'm racist, we have a right to be. That's debatable. I'm not going to get into that. I'll try to stay politically correct in my video. But anyway, so these Airbnbs, majority of these Airbnbs are owned by Caucasian people, right? I can recall 3 Airbnbs that we stayed in owned by black people or colored people. Well, colored is a whole ethnicity here, a whole race, right? So, okay, but I think colored is like a old terminology now of kind of racist a little bit, right? Because you say African Americans, right, or Africans, whatever. So the 3 that I remember, one was in Cape Town. The black lady gave us the key in that Airbnb right under Table Mountain. And she did say they own that Airbnb. So I was like so happy that, it's owned by someone like us, right? Melanated people, And the second one I recall, we stayed in a place called, I can't pronounce the names. It started with a B, Bender something, Vulazil. I don't know the name, guys. But it's pretty much black. We stayed there. When I stayed there, I remember we contemplated, we think about it first, but, because, bad things happen everywhere, right? And they'd be like, oh, don't stay in certain neighborhood or whatever. But things happen in New York, everywhere in the world, right? And the third one is this one we are in presently, which is owned by Indians, and this is the second time here. Very, very nice people. So they are considered colored, right? People with color. Oh, no, Indians are Indians, eh? Okay, they're dark-skinned people. So, saying all of that to say present time now. So out of all of those Airbnbs, only 3% were black or colored people owned, right? So we've been to PE for 10 days. And during the 10 days we were there, the first couple of days we stayed. So the first week we stayed on the beach in a place called Summer Strand, where it's predominantly Caucasian, white. And there is black people living there as well. And feel free to comment down below, and I stand corrected. So there's black people living there, but most of the black people I've seen living there are people that work there for those people in their houses, right? South Africa have a problem with creating jobs so people are maids for white people, and whatever the case is, it's, I think, a worldwide thing. So it's not that bad. People have to work, right? So I have no problem with that. But I'm going to get to the part where I have the problem with, but I'm getting there slowly. So we stayed there for the first week. There are a lot of white people, and this is our second time staying in Summer Strand. First time I stayed there, we went to the central part of Port Elizabeth, where it's like dilapidated. It's like a place I don't want to be. And I think we went the wrong part. We went central, right? And it was so depressing. I make a video about that. If you go back into my videos, you'll see that video, guys. And we actually went back this time we had some couple of guys who tour guys that take us around, shop around, and they take us to, I think that would be the upper part of the central part of PE, where we went into this park. And there's a video, I think my last video, you can see it. And I also have a video with those guys specifically in the township, because we went to the township. I recorded them there, and really nice kids. So I'll drop that video pretty soon. There's a fly in here. I hate flies. I was talking about this just this morning. Like, if I see one fly in my apartment in New York, one fly, I would hunt down that every cranny in my apartment to find that fly and kill that fly. So much I don't like them, but there's flies there. So so this time we went to the upper part, and it's pretty nice. There's an incident that happened there as well, which I guess for my other video. There's one fly in here. Can you see that fly? Can you spray him or something? Because you just make me can't focus. What the is this? I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Don't spray it at me. When you see him again, just spray him. Don't spray too much of that stuff too, because I don't want Reed to, inhale those toxic stuff. Look, there he is.
Where she is?
Look right there by the closet. There he is. Why is he coming back here? Sorry, guys. Yeah, guys, so we've been trying to get this fly out of here. So where was I? I think you were talking about those guys, those kids who were our chaperone. Very nice kids. I'll tell this story in another video. Sorry for me, stopping and Then I lost my train of thought, so I have to get this fly is still in this apartment. He just came back here. That is one fly getting on my nerves. Maybe we should close the windows or the door or something. And why I'm like so adamant about killing this fly. So I've came here, like I said, 6 times before, and well, 5 times, this is 6. And this time I've got bitten. I don't know what bit me by my neck and left this mark, but it went away now. And then just yesterday, a fly actually bit me. Like it came and it bit me, and look, and then I have a mark here, right? So it's like I don't want to get bit by stuff. Like I have to go get a tetanus or some shit. Like, so we're using this thing called Doom, you know. So I got bit twice this time, and all the other time I came, I didn't get bit. But back to what I was. Now I'm gonna focus. I think he's gone. So let's fast forward since I forget. I guess there's some parts might be missing. So now it's Christmas, right? Fast forward Christmas, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's, and if there's any other holiday before, whatever. So the first week we stayed in Summer Strand, and there was like, so like I said, it's a white neighborhood, right? So I remember on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, there's like lots of Caucasian people walking the beach with their kids, their dogs, as we're in a Caucasian community once again. And I find like a lot of black people more central, or they in the township, or they go to the mall, which is the Boardwalk Mall, right? I think that's Boardwalk. Boardwalk is a very touristy area. So I mentioned those holidays. So prior to Christmas and whatever, we saw these people, right? Now fast forward when the beach started to get very packed, and you know, the festive and popular, whatever. So New Year's Eve, we were on the beach, and there were thousands and thousands and thousands of black people, melanated people. If you look back in this video, you'll see so many of us having fun and enjoying the festive season. And I'm kidding you not, guys. During, I guess before New Year's Eve, when the beach started getting really, really packed. But there was like people on the beach every day, like I said, when we got there, right? And I even had an interview with this Caucasian guy with some kids. And if you guys could look at that video, someone said it's a bit fishy why he has taken care of 4 black kids, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that too. But I've seen them everywhere, except for the day prior to New Year's Eve, New Year's, and the day after, right? So there's like so many of us having fun, and I did not see not one, an emphasis on one. I did not see not one Caucasian. And all of that celebration is happening in a white community, right in the beachfront where all those people have their nice houses or Airbnbs, accommodation, whatever. I'm sure a lot of those people, and I guess foreigners who are European or whatever, come by their houses on the beach, and then they do Airbnb or whatever they do. But it's a touristy area, and it's mostly white. I did not see not one. So I'm like, where did the white people go? So it tells me a few things. First, it shows me that how segregation is still alive and well in 2025 now. Still alive and well here in South Africa, United States as well, Europe, wherever. Or it could be they just don't want to socialize with our kind, Or another option is they probably just lock themselves up at the gates, because you know these people have these bars around their houses here in Africa, high fences, electric and wires and whatever. Maybe they lock themselves behind there, because there's a sea of black people, and I guess those people came up from the township. Sorry about that. You make my camera shake. Or maybe because too many black people came out of the townships and whatever, and maybe scared those people. I did not see not a spot of white. I was like, this is really, really interesting. I was like so astonished. Like, where did they go? And this is where they live, because the black people live in the township and informal settlement, whatever you call those places, right? So I guess they came out and those people just go in. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. The few whites that I saw but wasn't there in the celebration, they were like in their hotels that is facing the ocean on the balconies looking over. I was like, that is the most disturbing shit I've ever seen. Now, there's two parts to this situation, right? I know this place is very unequal. This is the most unequal place in the entire world, South Africa. You see when you fly in the planes, when you go over to Cape Town, even Eastern Cape, it goes in these poor little shed communities like the ones that I visit, and then you see all of the, it's so unequal, right? It's like this part rich and every else poor. Is crazy. But so it could be that during that time of the year, a lot of people don't work in these countries, in this place. So people hustle and whatever, you know, so it could be people, not every black person there when they with good intentions, right? So, and, you know, the few bad would make everything else bad, right? So the few bad apples would spoil the entire basket of apple, right? So I think they look at it that way, maybe, oh, since they're stealing phones and they took to rob and whatever, because that's a thing here, right? Stealing phones and whatever people could get. Like I said, I have an interview coming and those guys tell some stories. So whatever they some people are there for those things, right? Because Aaron's at a situation where I had my camera, but I'm holding my camera like this really tight, right? To get the fireworks and whatever, and get close to the celebrities who were singing on the stage, whatever. And he was behind me, and there was like, I've never seen so many people, right? I didn't even show all of it because I couldn't take my phone out because of the same, what I just mentioned. People are there, not all of the people are there for a celebration, right? So while he were trying to protect me holding my phone this way, they snatched his jacket. He's wearing this sweater across like this, you know, and they grabbed that sweater from him. And that was crazy. While they grabbed his sweater, some girl in front of me who was recording as well, they leap over and grab her phone, but I didn't even see because I'm so focused on the fireworks and whatever, but he saw all of that. And she was crying. I didn't see this snatch the phone. And she's crying, where's my phone, and whatever, someone stole my phone. That was crazy. And so some of those people are there for that particular reason, right? So I could see their perspective of that, right? That situation. Maybe that's, well, we didn't add another conversation with those people. I'm just assuming that might be their perspective, why they did not go out, right? But then, you know, I have my own opinion, and I always said, you know, I have a right for my own opinion, right? My perceived notions, right? So what I think is that it just don't want to mix with us people, right? And I find that very sad for living in a black country but a lot of those people was born here too, so the country belonged to them as well. They said 10% of the people in South Africa are Caucasian people, are white people. I don't believe it, but I think the statistic is totally wrong because most of the places we have stayed, like I've mentioned, how many Airbnbs we have stayed at. So many of these people in all these nice neighborhoods. I see only black people live in nice neighborhoods too, but most of these beachfront places, there's a lot of these people I see, and the 10% I think is more like 20 or 30%, right? My camera. I probably have to take that out. Yeah, so there's a lot more than 10%, right? While in Port Elizabeth, we've been to an area called, did you remember that name? It's always Schumannskerp. Schumannskerp. That name of that African neighborhood we've been.
No, Schumann.
Schumannskerp. Something like that. Schumannskerp, right? And they are beautiful, beautiful houses. If I have a clip, I'll show it right here. And beautiful areas, all Afrikaans, white people. So Afrikaans, I know it's a language, but I think it's Dutch, but they say Afrikaans, right?
No, Dutch.
It is Dutch. Yeah, because I've heard them speak Dutch in Amsterdam and all those places. Yeah, so I think it's Dutch, but it's Afrikaans. So that area was like white, right? And then you see black people at work in those areas who are like, take care of the yard, the maids, and these kind of stuff. And look, I have so much to say about this place, but I love South Africa. That's why I keep coming back. But there's a lot of things that I'm seeing that, I'll be off a little bit. That's what I want to tell about that story, but I'll probably tell other story now. I tell a story the first time when I came here. The immigration guy said to me, "Welcome home." I said, "Am I home?" He said, "Yes, you're a black man." And I was so happy. I was overwhelmed with joy, and I keep coming back. And I know about apartheid and all those kind of stuff, right? But I thought they would be more, and I might be wrong. Like I said earlier, I have my own opinions. More of the money, the businesses, the property and whatever, for some reason I see white people are controlling it. I guess black people are controlling too, but I don't know. Maybe when they did the constitution, maybe, I don't know, man. It's unequal. Very unequal. I remember one time I stayed in, guys, now I'm going to go to another story, like I said. It's a whole other story. Because I have a lot to say. But sometimes I'd rather not say because I'm in the country. You have to be political correct when you're in people's country. Other people are going to see this video. But I'll try the best way to say what I want to say without making anyone feel stained. But I remember we stayed in a place called Waverly here in Johannesburg. It's Waverly next to Melrose, right? Nice place. And the people who own that Airbnb, I think they're from Australia because they have that kind of accent. I know they weren't white South Africans. This fly is back in here. And those people were very, very, very nice to us. I don't know if they're genuinely nice or they're nice for the business because it's too nice, right? Because money have no color. Money is money. Main source of life, pays the bill, right? But those people were super nice. And they give us a little breakfast every morning, some really healthy stuff too, the good milk and some almond and all the nice crunchy healthy stuff in the mornings, right? But we never cooked there. We would just go out and eat every day, but we get a breakfast every day. And we stayed there for, I think it was a week. And they had a maid, just one maid. They had other properties on their property. But the maid, she would take very good care of us. Like, you know, take care of our bed, pack everything in order that we use. And she did a splendid job. Awesome. And I asked her one day, I said, are you the only maid here? She said, yes. I'm like, wow, who take care of all of these other apartments? Because coming in, they were like about 5 apartments, right? In a row. Then we stayed in one by itself. Then the owner was way down at the back in a big house. But then before you get to the owner, there was other apartments there, right? And this is on one land. They get the land, I guess. It's like a B&B, right? But this one may take care of all of those apartments. And ours was like clean, spanking clean. Like, she did such an amazing job. And I've kind of, when I asked that question, are you the only maid? She said, yes. I was like, what? So you take care of all of it? She said, yes. I'm like, oh my God. I felt my jaw just dropped. That tells me how fucking slavery is still around. Because they're working that one person over and over and over and over. And because that person probably don't have another job to go to, they're going to go back to the job and work and work and work and work their ass off for these people. Even though these people were super nice. They're super nice because for the money. They wasn't super nice because they're doing their work or maybe hire a few more people. They had one female. I'm like, but I take good care of her before I left. Just because of that. And I give her, I'm not going to mention, that's not a good thing to do because I'm not looking to get praise here from anyone. But I know what I did changed some part of her life. Like, okay, so I'm going to get away from that because I'm just going to get heated because when certain things I get riled up and I try not to. Like me and Aaron's, we have a lot of these kind of debates all the time. But I'm a Pan-Africanist, guys. So you'd expect certain things from me. He's not. But anyway, so I'm just going to leave that story where it is, right? But these things are disturbing to me. Very, very much disturbing to me, right? There's another situation, but I didn't experience this. Another story someone tell on YouTube with a lady with 3 kids, 2 white, 1 black. The white with ice cream and the black had none, the black was walking with them. And when I hear those things, it's like, there's 54 countries in Africa, right? But this particular one, why are those people in power and shit? Like, it is what it is though, right? I guess. I don't want to get into the political situation. I find it strange. Nothing is wrong, but like, it's not equal. And what I'm trying to say, it should be equal. That's all I'm trying to say. It should be equal. And it's not. Every time I come here, we will fly, go to Cape Town and whatever. And the planes are always packed with mostly. So what happened to the black people? We don't travel by planes? Is it? I'm just trying to be mindful with my words, but I could say whatever I want to say if I get back to the United States, but I'm not gonna, because people are gonna watch this. So we stayed at a place called, last year, Umdumbi. Beautiful place. We went through the I tell this story before. We went through like we kind of get lost. It's like next to a place called Matata. That's the name. Was on like one side. We went to the other side, but we went like through the long way and hours of driving. We got stuck. This guy, God just sent some guy out of the sky. I guess it was so miraculous. A guy came and said, "Oh, we just 1 mile away from where we're supposed to be. Give us some gas, whatever." That was a crazy story, but that place, we stayed there at a backpacker. We wanted the backpacker experience. They had this communal kitchen, really, really nice and stuff. I really like the vibe. It's like very earthy, and he was walking bare feet, and it was fun. The people were very nice. A lot of Caucasian people, they're all nice. Some of those people, most of those people were from here. They're very nice. But what I find interesting is that I like all those little round houses, and those round, and they have this pointy top. I love those, and but we go through the villages and see all of that. Very beautiful, nice. But then when we get to that particular place and the other two resort that was there, obviously owned by white people, and there's some beautiful houses right there by the ocean. We saw this beautiful one made out of containers and whatever, beautiful. So I was like, how did they even get the land to build in these black communities? But they're saying those people contribute. Those people are ones that help the villages with school and medicine and clinic. So that I can see, okay, that's fair. You're doing something, right? So I can live with that. But what I can live with is Summerstrand and Camps Bay in Cape Town and look, I'm not saying black people are not there that have big houses too, but I think since we are the majority, we should get the best life. That's all I'm saying. We are the majority. Why is it not possible? So my camera just fell because this guy. Can you stop? It's moving. Yeah. I don't know, what was I saying before the camera fell? Yeah, why are we not the majority, right? Own the best, right? Look, I would expect that in the United States, since it's 350 million of us and only 12 million are black, so yeah, right? But even though 12 million of us are black people, you have so many of us that are doing well. There's so many, so you really can't complain, even though they're still oppressing us with everything else, the driving issue, license, all this kind of stuff. You guys see on TV what's happening, right? But still, a lot of us athletes, a lot of us are doing so well, and we're doing, very, very good. And we are paving way for other black people like us, and, so, they have this thing about the land of opportunity and whatever. It is actually true, right? Now let's reverse. We here now. Majority of us are black, 10% is white, as they say. But that 10% control everything. I don't get that logic. I can't understand. It can't wrap around my head. I don't know. Okay, guys. I've been 30 minutes in this. I have many stories. I have plenty of stories to tell about this place. 6 years. 6 times. Sorry, I've came here. This is just a little bit of during the 6th time. I don't know why I'm looking here. I should be looking there. I think the camera's on that side. But I will tell more stories when I get back to New York and sitting in my apartment. And whenever I have time, when I'm not busy, I would tell a lot of stories about my time here in South Africa. And, I associate with people here, and I'm trying to, I don't want to offend anyone. When I get home, I'll offend everybody if I don't care because I'm home, right? But when I'm here, I'm not going to offend, I'm sorry, So I'll tell the story as nice as possible as I can, not to make anyone feel, insulted. So, yeah. So hope you guys enjoy what I just said, my little story time. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, guys. Oh, guys, and please like, comment, and subscribe. It's a new year, and thanks for all of the subscribers that stay with me. And please like, comment, please share these videos. Please hit the notification bell button. Please, if you're watching this, whoever is watching this video, please send this link right now with this video to another friend. I would really appreciate it. So I have lots of videos, but I'm not getting views. So if you guys could share it so I could get views. I don't know what I'm probably doing wrong on YouTube. Maybe some things probably turn off, need to turn on, whatever. I don't know how it works. But I like doing what I'm doing. I like to make videos when I travel, tell these stories, whatever. I love doing that. So it's not even about the money, because it's not like I get, you know what I mean? Please, it's shaking. I know this is like passive income for some people and stuff, because YouTube do have millions and billions of dollars out there for everyone in the world to make YouTube, right? There's thousands of channels out there, right? So I don't know if they're not finding a niche, the right audience. I don't know, but you know, I'm hoping maybe, you know. So if anyone who has a lot of subscribers and you want to get some stories from me, want to collaborate with me, please reach out to me. You know, my email is right in the description. And you know, like, you know, this is not my job. I'm doing this because I love doing this, right? But some people depend on this, so I understand those people who depend on it, you know. But yeah, so please subscribe, share the videos, and I guess if there's anything else, any other story you might want to know, feel free to ask. There's lots of stories in this head, which I'll tell the right time. So yes, guys, so I'll see you in the next one. Happy New Year. May your dream and all good things come through for you, whoever is watching this. And yeah, see you guys. Peace.